It's Madden NFL 23. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Rams and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Marcus Mariota of the Falcons, Matthew Stafford of the Rams.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
Forced out to his left. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Mariota now. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, it's Mariota. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now here comes the Los Angeles offense, and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season, so he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. On the return is Brandon Powell. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Stafford to his number 1 guy, Kupp, for Los Angeles first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Going right back to Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And the Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on second down, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Bryson Hopkins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score on opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and the Falcons pick up the first. 7-7 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd down, around with Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Matthew Stafford and the L.A. Rams returning on offense.
Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB?
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This returnable for Bird. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
And he stopped immediately there. Mariota to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
He starts with a give to Akers.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. From the 24, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mariota.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Arnold Ebiketie
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
After 4 years each in Jacksonville and Chicago, Allen Robinson made a big jump by joining the reigning champs. Hoping to shake off career lows from last season, get back to being a catch machine. Here's a catch for him there and a first down pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, coach. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Mariota on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year,
as they have taken the lead.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd down at 4.
Throwing, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll throw again, Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Rams to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo. They lead here with a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So a big loss there. 14 yards to be exact. And it'll be second down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception here, Mariota. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From
from the 16. Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw met him a little too far. It brings up third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
On fourth down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo.
This a 33-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Not for the second straight possession. He's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10
at the 20.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Good push up front and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all. Were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They'll go again here with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Stafford here. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Back to throw. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Falcons' 16-yard line.
On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Throwing is Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They go play action. Mariota. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First down, Mariota. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's Bradley Pena now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A beautiful fake.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Here's Stafford. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mariota.
Got a man, it's London.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Edwards.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. He's got his man, London, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Mariota now. And caught by London. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, this one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mariota on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Mariota again. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Akers. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Oh, that'll be caught by Cup. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for LA, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.